Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you are doing well. We just got a ton of snow. Yesterday into today, there is like 2 feet of snow out there. It is so beautiful. It always looks so pretty like right when it falls before it starts melting, and I love it. And then a few days later, I'm completely over it. But I feel like there are still probably like 1 or 2 big snowstorms in our future. They always come in like March and hopefully not April, but I think it looks gorgeous. I'm just kind of ready for spring. So I thought I would sit down on this cold, snowy day and talk to you guys about some new makeup releases. I have some Valentine's Day collections to talk about, some eyeshadow palettes, some lip products, cheek products, all kinds of things, some really fun products for the spring. So I'm going to list and link everything in the description box below if you guys want to check out the products yourself. If they're not available, I'll put the release date and then I'll also include the price information. Everything that you need, everything I talk about will be in the description box below, just in case I leave any details out. But let's jump into it and start with Valentine's Day collections. Let's start with the Natasha Denona Mini Love collection. I personally love the fact that brands have been releasing Valentine's Day collections because I love that they're very like pink themed, purple themed. Sometimes they have reds. Those are some of my favorite colors to wear, and I am all for it. So last year I did purchase a couple of Valentine's Day related products, and this year brands are releasing some pretty collections. So the first one is the Natasha Denona Mini Love collection, and there is a Mini Love eyeshadow palette which retails for $25. So it comes with 5 different shades. These shades are new, but they are inspired by the original Love palette which came out last year as part of her Valentine's Day collection. I do have the original Love eyeshadow palette, and it's one of my favorites. I just did a video sharing my favorite pink eyeshadow palettes, so I'll link that video below if you guys want some pink eyeshadow palette inspiration. I feel like this mini palette would go really well with the original palette, so I am tempted to buy it. I'm kind of on the fence just because I did watch a couple of reviews and a lot of people were saying they really enjoyed it, but I also felt like some of the colors were somewhat similar to the original Love palette. So I don't know. I think I might buy this one. Like after waiting a few weeks, I still want it. I think it's gorgeous. I haven't purchased one of her mini palettes since she released like the first 2. What were those ones? Mini Star and then also Mini Lila, and I just felt like the shadows were a little bit patchy. That was like my very first experience with Natasha Denona, and a lot of people said her mini palettes have been very consistent in terms of quality, and they feel a lot more like her full-size palettes. So I think I will buy this one and give it a shot just because I know that I would get a lot of use out of it, and I do think it would go really well with the full-size Love palette. The next product in the collection is the Love Cheek Duo, which retails for $42. So this one comes with a cream blush. It is an existing product. It's in the Diamond and Blush Glow palette in the shade Daria. So if you have that, you probably don't need to purchase this unless you really want the highlighter because that is a new shade. It is their Highlighting Impact Powder, and it's supposed to be a warm pinkish chrome that shifts from pink to champagne. I think if this highlighter was just sold as a mini, I would buy it because again, it looks so gorgeous, but I just know that I won't use the cream blush as often. I'm slowly getting into cream cheek products again, and it has surprised me so much because I've enjoyed a couple of different formulas, but I know that I don't need a $42 duo if I'm not going to use the cream blush a whole lot. The last product is the I Need a Nude lipstick in a new shade 36 NP Amorosa, which is described as a neutral pink undertone. So this is $25. I've heard really good things about her I Need a Nude lipstick line, but I haven't tried it yet. This is really pretty and it definitely looks like something I would wear, but I do feel like I have enough shades like that in my collection, and honestly my collection doesn't get used enough these days, so I really need to kind of put a hold to buying new lipsticks, especially $25 ones. So out of the whole collection, I think I will buy the mini palette and then skip over the rest, even though it is really pretty. ColourPop also released a Valentine's Day collection, which it goes live on February 3rd. This video is going up on February 4th, so I don't know if the products are still available. If they are, I will link them in the description box below for you guys. I really liked the Valentine's Day collection they did last year. The All That palette is one of my favorites, and this year they went a little bit brighter. So I did get this collection in the mail as PR pretty early, which really surprised me. Typically when I get a PR collection from ColourPop, it comes after the products are already available, and typically they do sell out. So that's why I don't do a lot of like dedicated ColourPop reviews, but this collection actually showed up on Sunday. So I have had the chance to try out the majority of the products, so I'll share my thoughts on them. I did swatch all of the palettes and compare them to existing ColourPop palettes in my other video. So if you want to check that out, I'll link it below. So there are 3 5-pan eyeshadow palettes for $10 each. One is a lighter pink palette, so it gives you more of a softer look. There's a really fun bright pink palette and then more of a red toned palette with neutrals. So I am wearing two of them on my eyes today, the lightest pink palette and then also the more red toned palette with neutrals. I just have a couple of eyeshadows on. I wanted to do something quick and easy. There are 3 heart-shaped blushes for $10 each, which are super cute. They're pressed powder blushes, which I don't typically love from ColourPop because their pressed powders tend to be a little bit more powdery, but these are kind of different. They're very, very silky, very blendable. I have the pink one on my cheeks today. This one is called My Type. I just have the packaging here, but it blended out really easily and it was not overly powdery. I just went for like a very soft, light look, but you can definitely build them up more than some of their other blushes in the past. So I do feel like they've maybe improved the formula a little bit because I don't typically love their powder blushes. And then there is a Soul Body highlighter in the shade Pink Truffle for $10, which I have on my cheeks today. It gives your cheeks just like a really pretty glow. It's pretty glittery, so just keep that in mind. And then a shimmery dry body oil in the same color for $10 each as well. And then there is a little 4th Ray Beauty set if you like their skincare products that comes with a rose overnight lip mask, a gel cleanser, a face mist, and then also a rose face milk. And you can get all of those products for $20. Oh, and then a mirror and a heart face stamp. So I actually think this is a super cute collection for Valentine's Day. I think the packaging is adorable. And when it comes to something like a Valentine's Day collection, I like seeing something that's a little bit cuter and maybe a little bit smaller and more curated. I love the fact that they kind of did something different with their blushes, and I do think there is a light blush, a medium toned pink, and then a deeper one. And like I said, they do build pretty well. So overall, I think it is a super cute collection, and I just thought I would share my thoughts on the products since I have had the chance to try out the majority of them. But if you want a closer look at the palettes, I'll link my other video in the description box below. There are a few palettes I wanted to share in today's video. Let's start with the Domini Cosmetics, the Transition palette. So this is available now for $48. It comes with 15 different matte neutrals, and it's meant to be an everyday go-to eye and face palette that can do it all. So you're supposed to be able to define, contour, brighten, highlight, and more just using this palette. So I don't think this is a bad concept at all. I know a lot of people just prefer matte neutrals, and I think this might have been a little bit more popular a few years ago when everyone was really into contouring. I don't know that I would use this on my face because typically when I'm doing any sort of contouring or highlighting with powders, I use bigger brushes, but you do have the option to do that if that is something you would want to do. I don't think I've seen a palette like this in a while. A lot of brands are doing very colorful palettes, very bright palettes. They're doing different textures like pressed glitters or mattes with shimmer in them. And I know some people just miss like standard matte neutral shadows in a palette. My mom would actually love this palette. She is always asking me for like all matte palette recommendations, and there aren't a ton of them out there. I know Dose of Colors does like their 5-pan matte palettes, and I do like those, but I'm sure there are quite a few people out there who would enjoy this. For me, I like matte shadows, of course. I feel like they're really fun to use, but I love shimmers, and whenever I look at a palette, what typically pulls me in and convinces me to buy it would be the shimmer shadows or the colors inside. So if it is just like a matte neutral palette, it's just not something I need in my collection at this point. I'm pretty set when it comes to those. So I won't be buying this one. I do like the Domini Cosmetics formula, but when it comes to her formula, I do prefer her shimmers over her matte shadows, and I just feel like $48 is too much for me personally to spend on this. But again, I'm sure there are people out there who are looking for something like this. I'm really curious to hear your thoughts on this new Urban Decay palette. This is the Naked Wild West palette, and it's going to be available on February 8th at Sephora for $49. I had a feeling a new Naked palette was coming out because I am on the Urban Decay PR list, so I don't get everything. What they typically do is send out an email and ask you if you want to opt in for a product. And they don't always share what the product is, but they'll say, if you love the Naked line, you'll be excited for this. Or if you love like a glowy base product, you'll enjoy this. So I do opt out sometimes if it's something I wouldn't buy myself or just something I know I wouldn't use. But when we got the email for this one, I just had a feeling it was a new Naked palette. And let me just say, I appreciate that Urban Decay does that because they have made a clear effort to cut down on sending out so many products and just cut down on waste in general. I feel like a ton of beauty brands have, and I actually don't get a ton of PR, but I always appreciate when brands ask beforehand because I can't try everything and I don't want to try everything. And typically I will donate, but with COVID, a lot of women's shelters aren't accepting donations right now. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that I appreciate that Urban Decay really is a brand that's cut down so much, and I feel like they are like one of the best brands that I've seen in terms of PR. So anyway, if they didn't email me about this, I think I would have purchased it because I really, really like this. So I know this is a little bit of an unpopular opinion, but I like the updated Naked palettes. I like the fact that they're doing more colorful Naked palettes, and I know when they originally created Naked 1, 2, and 3, they were very neutral, very toned down, and that makes sense for the Naked line, and they've kind of continued that line, and they've done more colorful palettes like Naked Cherry, Naked Heat, Naked Ultraviolet. Naked Honey is a little bit more neutral, but I love them. I think the formula is just good. It's very reliable. It's not the most pigmented, it's not the most intense, but I think that's a formula that a lot of people look for. They're very easy, everyday, effortless palettes. When I want to create something but I don't want to spend a ton of time blending, then those are my go-to palettes. I will say this color story makes more sense to me than Naked Ultraviolet, which was their last Naked release. The warm-toned neutrals just kind of flow into the more colorful shades, and that gold and silver are going to look amazing with the green and the gray. So I'm excited to try this one. Again, if I didn't get it in the mail as PR, I think I would have purchased it just out of pure curiosity, and it kind of jumped out at me when I first saw it. So what do you guys think? I feel like a lot of people aren't going to love this, but there might be some people who are into it. Let me know. I'll definitely do a review so I can let you guys know if it's worth the money, but I'm excited to try it out. So Ofra is coming out with a new collection. This is the Ride or Die collection, and it looks like it is available now on their website. There are 3 different blush and bronzer duos for $29 each, and then 3 different liquid blushes for $15 each. They also kind of matched them up so you can purchase a set that comes with a blush and bronzer duo and then also a liquid blush for $35, which is actually a pretty good deal. This is a really nice collection. I like that there is such a range within the cheek products. That definitely caught my eye. Samantha March did a really gorgeous collection with them last year, so I do have some of their cheek products. She did a highlighter duo, which I love, a blush duo, a bronzer duo, and some lip products. Everything's gorgeous, and I think they perform well. They're just very blendable, really easy to work with. I don't think I'll buy these just because the blush and bronzer duo I would buy is maybe a little bit similar to the shades I already have, but I like this concept. The pans are big enough that you can use them separately. I know sometimes with split pan products, you dip your brush in and you get both, but because I do have some of their duos, I just wanted to mention that I can usually just get like the one side I want, or you can mix them together. So this is a super pretty collection. If you're looking for a new blush, bronzer, or liquid blush, you might like these. I haven't tried their liquid blushes. Like I said, I'm slowly getting back into cream products, so I don't think I would wear this one enough to, you know, need it. Maybe I would. Honestly, I might, but I have purchased a few lately, so I'm going to kind of slow down. I think my next cream blush purchase will be one of the new Rare Beauty blushes. And anyway, I think I'm going to skip over this, but I do love that they came out with such a gorgeous range of shades. So Colored Raine is on my list of brands to try in 2021. I have my eye on their Queen of Hearts palette, but I was also just curious to see what else they were going to release this year. Mainly their eyeshadows because I always hear great things, but really anything. So their signature brush collection is coming out on February 8th. So the brushes are going to be sold separately if there is just 1 or 2 that you want to try, but there are also going to be some bundles. So there's a 10-piece bundle for $60, a 7-piece eye bundle for $35, and then a 3-piece face bundle for $25. They are synthetic brushes, so they're vegan and they're cruelty-free. They're also releasing some new lip lacquers in such a gorgeous range of nudes. These look so pretty, and I kind of want to try them. Lip lacquer typically means like a liquefied lipstick. Let me check out their website to see if they already have these, to see if it's more glossy, more pigmented. Okay, so their lip lacquers are described as non-sticky, opaque lacquers that envelop your lips with luxury. They look really intense and opaque. They look gorgeous, and I like the fact that they're non-sticky, but I usually prefer more of a sheer glossy lip product rather than something super opaque because I feel like those are a little bit more high maintenance because they move around, they get on your teeth. So I don't think I'll pick these up, which I want to. I love the colors. They're so pretty. They're $15 each, which isn't bad. I don't think I'll wear them if they're super opaque. So maybe I'll just try like one of their regular glosses. They also have a new matte bronzer coming out that comes in 6 shades. So at the time I'm filming this, there's only 1 photo on their Instagram right now, but it is a gorgeous deep bronzer. So I think we'll see more of this collection when it is available on February 8th. I wanted to share those products with you because Colored Raine is a brand that I hear such good things about. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what they release in 2021. And I am going to try the Queen of Hearts palette, so let me know if you guys have any other recommendations so I can grab them while I'm on the website. I'm on their website right now and their highlighters look really pretty too, so I might try those. It looks like Milk Makeup updated their skin tint. This was an existing product, so I don't know if they just changed the packaging or added new shades, but now it comes in 14 shades. It retails for $42. So it is a skin tint, which means it provides weightless, light coverage, and moisturizes with natural oils for a dewy finish, and then it also protects with coral reef safe broad spectrum SPF 30 sunscreen. I felt like all of those words were going to get jumbled together. So the packaging makes it look like you get a small amount of product, just like based on this photo. Let me check. It only comes with 0.54 ounces, which is not a lot. That's like half the amount that a foundation typically comes with. And I know it's a skin tint, so it's different, but I feel like whenever I buy like a tinted moisturizer or even like a CC cream or a BB cream, typically those products come with more product than a foundation. With foundation, it usually provides coverage, so you need less product. And with a skin tint, I mean, obviously you're not looking to put on a ton of product because it's supposed to be more natural, but I find that I go through tinted moisturizer faster than foundation because it is so light that I almost apply a little bit more. So I don't know. 0.54 ounces for $42 sounds really, really expensive, but maybe I'm wrong because I don't wear a lot of skin tints. That sounds very, very expensive. The other thing I wanted to mention is that the packaging is kind of weird. I mean, maybe it would work well. So it has a pump and then it comes with a glass roller ball that you roll onto your face and then you blend it in. I guess you can use your fingers or a brush. I don't know. I mean, this product does not sound like it's ideal for my extremely oily skin. It sounds like it would just melt right off and move around. So it's not something I would buy anyway, but I just feel like that's an expensive product for such a small amount. Kaja just released these new Gloss Shot Hydrating Lip Glosses for $16 each. I don't know why, but every time I see a lip gloss released on Sephora's website, I am instantly intrigued. It was the same case with the Rare Beauty glosses. They pull me in. They're always described in a very similar way, but the description sounds so appealing. These are described as intensely hydrating, non-sticky lip glosses with a high shine finish. It's the most basic description ever. They typically are, but it still pulls me in. And I don't know why lip gloss has been pulling me in so much over the past year when I haven't really even been wearing it that much. When I go out in public, I wear a mask. I'm home the majority of the time. So how many new lip glosses do I really need to buy? The answer is 0. And honestly, if I opened my lip gloss drawer right now, I could pull out like 10 formulas that I love. I love the Fenty glosses. I really enjoy the Buxom glosses. I love the Essence glosses. The new e.l.f. Mint Melt Collection gloss formula is so good. So you know what? I'm going to put myself on a little bit of a lip gloss no buy. Now that I'm sitting here like thinking through all of the formulas that I have and I love, why do I need to go out and buy more? Lip gloss is the type of thing where it's good to have like a couple of different options, but when it comes down to it, I don't notice like a huge difference between a lot of formulas. As long as it's glossy and not sticky and not super opaque, I'm good to go. And I have those. So I am putting myself on a lip gloss no buy for the foreseeable future. I need to slow down. I don't know why I'm buying so many lip glosses lately when I'm really not wearing them very often. So anyway, I guess I won't be buying those, even though I was just talking about them. They look pretty. I don't need them right now. So I'm on the Ulta website because I was just looking under the new arrivals to see if there was anything else I wanted to talk about. And it looks like Mented Cosmetics is now available at Ulta, which is awesome. I've been wanting to try some of their products. Mented Cosmetics is a Black-owned beauty brand, and I was reading about their story online a few months ago. The reason they created the brand is because they couldn't find like their go-to shade of nude lipstick. A lot of lipsticks just weren't pigmented enough. So Mented is like a play on the word pigmented, and they created products that are super pigmented that look really great on all skin tones. At the time when I was looking on their website, a lot of products were sold out, and I knew they had lip products, but scrolling through Ulta's website, I actually see all kinds of things: eyeshadow, foundation, bronzers, blushes. So if you guys are interested in trying Mented, if you want to purchase more from Black-owned beauty brands, this might be a great option for you. Colored Raine is another Black-owned beauty brand. I really love Propa Beauty. They're also Black-owned. So I just wanted to share that because I didn't know they were actually sold at Ulta. I think they're actually also sold at Target, but I haven't really been in my Target beauty section in a while, so you can probably find them online. I'll link their website below if you guys want to read more about them. The last thing I wanted to share with you guys is the new e.l.f. Lunar New Year collection. I talked about the Lunar New Year collections in my last video, I think, and my last purchase or pass video, and I asked you guys what your opinion was, because some people say that Lunar New Year collections are a cash grab, and then I know some people who celebrate Lunar New Year have told me that they appreciate that they're paying more attention to their culture and recognizing it and bringing awareness. So I know there are some mixed opinions when it comes to Lunar New Year collections. It seemed like the general consensus was if a brand put thought into the collection, it was a lot more appreciated than when they just like throw together existing products and repackage them. So these are available now on e.l.f.'s website. The Lunar New Year Sweetheart Hydrating Lipstick Kit is $22. It comes with 4 of their new Hydrating Core Lip Shine shades. Let's see if they're new. I mean, the Hydrating Core products are new in general, so no, these are existing shades, but they do come in limited edition packaging. So they're also sold separately for $6. I did purchase one of these. I did like an entire e.l.f. review, and I like them. I think that they are moisturizing. They have a little bit more color than like a typical sheer balm, but they're not as intense as a lipstick. So they are nice. I don't know that I like them better than the e.l.f. Sheer Slick lipsticks, so I don't know if I'll purchase a bunch of them, but I might purchase like maybe one more shade. The Lunar New Year Prime and Set Kit is $18. So this comes with the Poreless Putty Primer, which I do have. I also have the Halo Glow Setting Powder. The shade in this kit is medium, and then there is a powder brush. So I just wanted to share this collection with you guys in case it was something that you were interested in checking out. I won't be buying it because I do have the majority of these products just in like the original regular packaging, but if this does appeal to you, you can get some of these products as a set or purchase the lip products separately. Okay guys, those are all of the new makeup products I wanted to talk about in today's video. I don't plan on buying a ton of them. Actually, what did I say that I even want to buy? Did I say anything? I want to buy the Natasha Denona Mini Love palette. I'm also, I would have purchased the Naked Wild West palette if I wasn't getting it in the mail as PR. And then I wanted to buy the Kaja glosses, but I'm not going to. There are a couple of brands I want to try, like Mented and Colored Raine. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today's video. I just love sitting and chatting with you guys about new makeup. I love reading your comments. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. But I'll see you guys very soon with a new video. Bye.